Hi, this is Brian, and I'm here to introduce you to the contacts and visits functionality of MyAFS. So the contacts and visits widget allows you to enter contacts, whether they're monthly contacts or 30 or 60-day visit contacts, into MyAFS, which also flows into Global Link. As you can see here on the left, in the main navigation, we have contacts and visits listed. We can also access this through the panel here, the contacts and visits panel. Depending on if you have any contacts, any students assigned to you as a liaison or liaison coordinator, you will see a statistic that is specifically about your contacts. This only appears again if you have contacts assigned to you. You can also scroll through and see overall contacts and visits for your team. I'm going to go ahead and click in so we can take a look at what's in this widget. So here we have two views, My Assigned and All Participants. All Participants view is everybody that is currently assigned to the team, regardless of the liaison responsible. So we can scroll through and see we have quite a few students listed here. Now, specifically in terms of my assigned contacts, we can see that I am the primary contact or liaison for 1, 2, 3, 4 students here. Their responsible party is me. And that I'm the secondary liaison for 2 other students. In this case, Jill Brenner, where Matilda Madison is responsible, or Fu Hang, where Arlene Gonzalez is responsible. A couple of things to discuss about this view. Excuse me. One is the status column, perhaps the most important column. You can see that the way that MyAFS lists the students is in priority order by default. So that means we have to-dos first, those that are up to date second. And in this case, actually, we've got to-dos that are missing contacts, so things that are past due as well as currently due, listed first, which is what the orange indicates. And then to-dos which are up to date to this point but are coming due soon, listed in blue. So you can kind of see as I roll over here, I can get more information about what is due. So in the case of Paul Anderson, I'm missing a participant contact, so talking to the student in November, and I have 3 due for December. So I'm not sure what time of year you're seeing this video, but in this case, in this example, this is done as if it was December. And I can do a couple of things here. I can drill into the actual student detail by clicking on a name overall on the overall row, or I could log the contact right from here. I'm going to go ahead and click into the student just to take a look. And some of my data might not actually be real here, but you'll get the idea. So here we've clicked into a student and we have a new view that we call the timeline view, and you can see you come in not just to the student detail but to specifically to the contacts and visits tab. And what's nice about this is it actually shows me what's currently been done and what is still due. So this is an example of a fully up-to-date student. I'm going to pause the video and pull up an example of a student with missing contacts. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like when there are some contacts that are missing. So here's a similar timeline. And we can see that in this case, we've completed in October the participant phone call. We've also reached out to the school, but we're missing the host family contact. So that gets alerted to us, something's missing. I'll also show you a view where there's nothing missing from a historical perspective, but we still have some things currently due. So here is October, as if we've just come into October and we still have our participant, host family, and school visits to make, but none of them are past due at this point. From here we have a few options. We can actually click into each of these items and go ahead and start filling out our contact form. Or to show you a different way to get to the same form, again, if we go to contacts and visits, we could log a contact by clicking on log contact. So I can roll over each one of these line items and click log contact. Something that's new about the contact form that's different from the old mobile monthly contacts or global link approach is that this is now an all-in-one form. So what that means is you no longer need to decide what form to choose, and you also don't need to submit multiple forms when you talk to multiple people in one visit. So it should save you some time. What you do is simply select, who made the contact. So yourself, when the contact was made. And then now once you choose who you contacted and how you contacted them, the form itself will decide what questions need to be answered. So you can see I don't have a bunch of questions down here yet, but if I go ahead and select that I did talk to a participant, I now get a series of questions about the participant. And I can also add the host family in here. I can choose which of these host family members I spoke to, and then how was the contact made. So in this case, an in-home visit. And now when I scroll through, I can see my student contact information, my host family questions, as well as my in-home visit environment questions. So I can go ahead and complete this and then save my changes. And then my contact will be logged. And that contact information flows into Global Link, flows into all of our reporting features of Global Link around contacts that your team is very familiar with already. So that is a quick introduction to contacts and visits. Thank you so much.